5 modalities, 1 vector. Google just killed separate AI pipelines. Gemini, embedding 2 maps, text, images, video, audio, and documents into one shared space. And it nearly doubles cross-modal similarity scores. But there's a catch that could cost you weeks of work. Quick primer. Embeddings turn any data, a sentence, a photo, a sound clip, into a list of numbers, a vector. AI uses these vectors to search, compare, and cluster information. The problem? Until now, you needed one model for text, another for images, a third for audio. Each model produced vectors in its own language. Comparing a photo to a paragraph meant bridging 2 completely separate number systems. And that's exactly the wall Google just tore down. Gemini, embedding 2 handles all 5 modalities natively. Text, up to 8,192 tokens, 4 times its predecessor. Up to 6 images per request. Video clips up to 128 seconds. Audio up to 80 seconds, embedded directly, no transcription step, preserving tone, emphasis, and speaker identity. And full PDF documents up to 6 pages. Every input lands in the same vector space. 1 model, 1 API call, 1 shared numerical language. But does unified actually mean better? The benchmarks say something remarkable. Number 1 on MTEB, the industry standard benchmark, 73.3% on English tasks, 68.32 on multilingual, plus 7.1 on classification, plus 5.3 on clustering, plus 4.3 on retrieval, all versus the second best model. Cross-modal similarity? It jumps from 0.4 to 0.8, essentially doubling how well the model understands that a photo of a sunset and the words "golden hour over the ocean" are the same concept. And here's the part that makes this practical for any team, even with 0 budget. The model uses Matryoshka representation learning. You start at 3,072 dimensions, full resolution, but you can truncate down to 1,536, 768, or even 128 without retraining. Smaller vectors, faster search, less storage, you pick the trade-off. Pricing? The free tier covers all 5 modalities. Paid plans start at 20 cents per million tokens. Batch processing? Half price, 10 cents. For context, that's 7 cents more than OpenAI's text-only model. But OpenAI can't embed video, audio, or PDFs at all. The value proposition is clear. If you need multimodal, there's no real alternative. Now here's the part nobody's highlighting. Gemini Embedding 2 is completely incompatible with its predecessor. The embedding spaces are different. There is no migration path. If you built your search index on Gemini Embedding 001, you must re-embed your entire dataset from scratch. Every document, every image, every vector. For teams with millions of records, that's not an afternoon. That's weeks of compute and engineering time. So, is it actually worth switching? Let's look at who wins and who should wait. The competitive gap is massive. OpenAI's CLIP, released in 2021, sits 10 to 16 points behind modern models and only handles text plus images. Cohere's Embed v4 covers text and images. Voyage covers 2 modalities. None of them touch video, audio, or documents. Gemini Embedding 2 is alone in the 5 modality space. The use cases this unlocks are real. Cross-modal RAG. Ask a question, get back a relevant video clip. Find documents that match an image. Search audio recordings without ever transcribing them. Legal teams already report improved precision across millions of records. Gemini Embedding 2 is the first model to put text, images, video, audio, and documents in one shared vector space, with benchmark scores that leave the competition behind. It's free to start and genuinely useful. But if you're already on Google Embeddings, brace for a full reindex. The question isn't whether this technology is better. It is. The question is whether the migration cost is worth it for your team right now. If this breakdown helped, subscribe and hit the bell. The AI landscape moves fast, and we cover every shift. See you in the next one.